In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to connect Arcane to Pioneer CDJ equipment using either Pro DJ Link Bridge, which is a free app, or ShowKontrol. Now, if this is the first tutorial about Arcane that you've seen, I highly recommend first watching our Introduction to Arcane tutorial, and there will be a link at the top right of your screen now. To begin with, I'll be showing you how to use Pro DJ Link Bridge first. But before that, it's important to go over some of the recommendations that Pioneer has regarding your networking setup. Whether you're using ShowKontrol or Pro DJ Link Bridge, you should have two different network adapters. One connected to a switch that is connected to the CDJs and any mixers that you might have, and another that is connected to any of the third-party software that you want to control. If that's not possible, I have found that running everything off of the same network interface can work, but I make no promises as to whether that will be reliable and how it might affect performance of the CDJs. One more caveat is that you cannot run both ShowKontrol and Pro DJ Link Bridge on the same network, as they will interfere with one another, so you must pick only one. It is also possible to run ShowKontrol or Pro DJ Link Bridge on the same device as other software, which is what we'll do in this tutorial today on an M1 MacBook Pro, but it can also run on other devices depending on your front of house setup. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is configure Arcane to use TCNet. So we'll go to our settings page here, go to the TCNet tab, and then click on Add TCNet Connection. Now you can leave this node name as default, it's just what will appear to ShowKontrol and Pro DJ Link Bridge. But if you want to name the device something specific, say you have multiple instances of Arcane running, then you can do that. Then we're going to be using the interface EN0, and then you click Add Connection. Now, when you have a TCNet connection configured for Arcane, it will assume that you want to have an ongoing connection to either ShowKontrol or Pro DJ Link Bridge. And if it has been unable to detect and connect to either software, it will display a warning so that you can be aware of any networking issues. Next up, let's open up Pro DJ Link Bridge here. Move it over here so you can see. And you can see that Arcane is already successfully connected. So if we now go to the TCNet tab on Pro DJ Link Bridge, we can see the interface here is the same as what we've configured on Arcane. And if we look on TCNet devices, we can see that it has successfully connected to Arcane here. And Arcane is showing the same information. On Arcane, we can go to the Network tab here for more details and see all of the ports that are currently being used by the TCNet protocol. We can click on Devices here and see all of the connected devices for this particular port. Now if we go onto the Pro DJ Link tab here, we can see the interface is configured to be a different network adapter, and this is the one that's connected to my CDJ. And if we click on Link Devices, you can see all of the devices that it has successfully connected to. So I have one CDJ 3000, an XDJ 1000 Mark II, and a DJM A9. Now I'm just going to zoom out here a little bit and go to our Output Map tab. And here you can see that it has the track information now for both the CDJ and the XDJ. The CDJ has actually been able to find a spell file for, so we've got a timeline there and we can start mapping different parts of the song to different outputs. But the XDJ below it, it doesn't have a spell file loaded, so we've only got the time coding information. Now I'm going to connect different parts of the spell file to different outputs. Now you can of course control whatever you have already configured with Arcane, for example Grand MA or Resolume, both of which we have tutorials for on our YouTube channel already. But for this tutorial, we're just going to use the built-in visualizer in Arcane. So I'm going to connect the bass here to chroma level, melody to the flash, all of the percussion layers to the zoom, just for now. And now I'm going to hit play on the CDJ. And you can see straight away that it starts to react to what's playing on the CDJ. I'm going to reduce the number of percussion that's connected here so it's a bit more interesting. Maybe assign these to different layers. There we go. And if I adjust the speed of playback, you can see that Arcane's able to respond to that as well. So regardless of how the DJ's mixing, it should be able to match up the different parts of the track perfectly. I'm going to pause out there and show you what happens if I load another track. Sometimes the track information won't load immediately until you hit play on the CDJ. There we go. I'm going to slow this down. And then we can connect, again, different parts of the track. Different layers. Let's add this one here as well. So one thing that's important to note here is that Pro DJ Link Bridge doesn't provide the total track time information. So for example, if we're going to this spell and we want to create a new spell, and we select the XDJ here, which is one that we don't have a spell for yet, you will see the text here that explains the situation. So if you want to create a new spell and you're using Pro DJ Link Bridge, it's actually recommended that you load the track directly into Arcane itself. That way, Arcane will know the full playtime for a particular track and be able to create a spell file appropriately. Now let's close Pro DJ Link Bridge and try ShowKontrol instead. So you configure the network settings in ShowKontrol the same way as you would with Pro DJ Link Bridge. So if we go to the Network tab here, we can go to TCNet, select Interface, and see that we have EN0 selected here. If we go to our TCNet devices, we can see that Arcane is successfully connected. We go to Pro DJ Link here, and the interface selected is EN7. And if we look at our link devices, all of the 3 devices are successfully connected. So now if we go back to Arcane and go to the output map, we can see here that there's no longer a warning about the track time, and instead we have a play progress bar. If we skip through the track, you can see that the play progress updates as you'd expect. And even for the XDJ here, where we don't have a spell associated with a given track, if we skip through the track, we can see that that information also updates on Arcane. What this also means is if we go to the spell editor, we select the time code there that we don't have a spell for, we can actually go ahead and create a new spell straight away using the playback from the XDJ. And so if we hit play on the XDJ, we can see that the spell editor automatically tracks the changes and we'll be able to use that to playback. So let's go back to the output map and connect a couple of things one last time here and hit play. So that about covers everything you need to know. As DJs load and play through their tracks, any tracks that you have spell files for, you'll be able to connect different parts of the song with whichever software you're controlling via OSC or DMX, such as Resolume, Touch Designer, Grandame, or Magic Cue. At the time of recording this video, Arcane is still in private beta, so if you're interested in trying this out, please go to arcanewizards.com and sign up to our waitlist, and please also feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.